Welcome to Thompson Boxing. I'm your host, Beto Duran. Today, still in quarantine, and this week we are joined by the pride of Midland, Texas. He's a Cowboy fan. He's always rooting for his team. Now living in Southern California, Michael Dutchover is our guest today. Dutch, before we get to anything else, how are you getting a haircut?
I got my low-key people over here, that hook me up, come to the backyard, cut me up back here. So, keep it on the down low.
But what about that stuff on your chin? What's that?
And that's my quarantine beard. Trying to embrace my quarantine hair too. I went a while without a haircut, and I said I couldn't take it no more. And so I had to call up my boy to come do a house call, So
a real barber?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got a real barber. Okay.
Yeah,
because when we talked to Daniel Ramon last week, he said he's 30, had a little mustache going. He's like,
I saw that.
Yeah. He shaves every 2 weeks. What about you?
Nah, I haven't shaved I don't even remember the last time I shaved. This is just natural. I don't grow right here, so that's good. But yeah, my chin is getting a little long.
How you been though?
I've been good, man. I can't complain. I'm healthy. My family's healthy back home, and I'm training, so I can't complain. I'm not like I said, I'm not sick. I'm just staying safe. Staying away from big groups of people. I'm still training, doing my running. I work with my coach Danny. We work the mitts and at the backyards, and all I can say is that my complexion has got darker because all of the workouts are in the sun right now.
You have the good tan, but this is also something that when you look at the life of a boxer, you guys are used to being alone. I mean, the ones that are super dedicated. You're from Texas. You moved out here as soon as you graduated high school to Southern California. So you know that isolation life. Now, it sucks that you can't go to the mall. You can't go do anything like that. But yeah, it's kind of like you're in camp anyways right now, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't too much of like a big hurt for me mentally because, like you said, I've been in isolation, all through my training and, being over here. So it wasn't too hard for me to adapt to it. And then, but, that's what life's about. It's, about adapting. And, so we're just taking it as it is. And our weekly schedule is changing, different. So I'm about to start working with my coach, my strength and conditioning coach, Jerry Arias. I took a COVID test today, actually. I took a COVID test to get the results. And, once they come back, negative, hopefully praying for that. And then I can start working out with my coach, Jerry.
How do you stay mentally sharp? Because you can train, but at the end of the day, it's like, dude, I want to hit somebody already. That's what you guys do.
Yeah, exactly. And, in my case, it was hard because whenever the lockdowns, came in, it was in March. I was literally one day away from making my 2020 debut, and I know everybody knows how bad I wanted that fight because of how my last fight, I suffered my first career loss that, I don't see a loss in my opinion. I stopped. It was a technical loss, but, I was itching to get back into the ring. And so that for it to be cut down like that, I wake up every morning with that as my motivation, to wake up and run and train hard to be ready for whenever fights start, so whenever fights start, I can get back in there. And because I know there's going to be a lot of, competition and fighters, ready to jump back in and get back whenever. Everything's going to be different. Everything's going to be different now. And so I just have to stay ready, so hopefully I feel like all the promoters and, the doctors and everything, the government is working together to help bring live sports back. And so I feel like it's around the corner. And so, I'm training hard, staying ready for whenever the opportunity comes.
So you didn't go back to Texas?
No, I didn't go back to Texas.
You stayed here in Southern California?
Yeah.
That's yeah, you're from Midland, Texas.
Love Midland. I love Midland.
Those are your roots, and nobody can ever deny your roots, and that's where home is at. But the sacrifice that you made when you were a young 18-year-old to come to Southern California and bet on yourself is obviously paying off of what you're going with your career right now. But at the same time, Mike, you live with your trainer's mom, right, in the back house. You're by yourself. You're in bed by 9 o'clock. How lonely does it get for you, man?
It's very lonely. just be me and my Xbox at sometimes. I'm here at the back house, like you said, but at the end of the day, boxing, it's a lonely sport. Whenever you're in that ring, it's just you and the guy you're fighting, and so that's why, I wake up motivating, to reach. I mean, my ultimate goal is to be a world champion, so that's why I'm here. And, that's why one of the reasons is I put in my head why I didn't want to go back home, right after I found out my fight was canceled, because I haven't even had a fight this year, and so, I wake up every morning, training for that comeback fight. And, that's why I told my parents, I wanted to stay. And so, I wake up in the morning, motivated to train and get this fight and, get my career back on track.
Because somebody who's 21, 22 years old right now, look, is thinking, I want to go out, I want to go get drunk, I want to go do bad things, I want, what people those age do. You're thinking, I got to get up at 5 because I'm going to go run. How hard is it for you to just stay locked in like that? Because everybody has their temptations.
Exactly. That's why a lot of my temptations, as much as I love Midland, the temptations are back home, so that's why I come over here to be self-isolating, and my friends, my real friends, they see that and they respect that. My family knows. And, that's what it is. This is a lifestyle, this sport that we're in. I'm a professional athlete, so I got to treat this like a lifestyle. And training's hard, but it's like that one saying that Mama Ali says, training is hard. You get to live the rest of your life as a champion. Once you become champion, but it's a hard freaking road to get there. And so I'm embracing the hard road right now during this time of my life and in my career. And so I'm 22. I'm still young, and I'm ready to grind it out till I get there.
So okay, you mentioned the Xbox. What do you play?
I play 2K online. I gotta release my gamer tag. It's Let's M Dizzle 777. If y'all can record that.
Wait, hold on, slow that down. What is it?
Let's M Dizzle 777. Xbox 2K. Madden. Code on the sticks, and cause I have a lot of time here, by myself. So that's what I do. If I'm not training, just either on YouTube, watching Netflix, watching movies, and just play games and relax. But most of the time, that's what I like to do, because I don't like to go out. Even if I wasn't quarantined, this is like the lifestyle that I live right. I'm embracing. I'm living right now. So, I like to be a homebody. Really, I don't like to go out much, and just because I'm sore, I'm ready to live my life sore too. So. Pretty sore all the time for my workout, so I just stay chilling at the house.
So let him Dizzle is where you want to find him. He's cold on the sticks, as you said. What are you watching on Netflix?
Right now, I'm watching. I'm always watching The Office. I go back and rewatch. That's like my favorite show. The Office, bro.
You're 22.
I know.
What do you have in common with Michael Scott?
I love Michael Scott. Dwight's my main man.
Dwight, you're a Dwight.
Yeah, I learned a lot from Dwight.
What did you learn from Dwight? Because we're gonna make this a promo here.
Everything, man. There's just so many. I can't name one off the top. There's just so many.
I thought you were a gym kind of guy. I thought you were all about gym.
Nah, that is, I like The Office. That's one of my favorite shows, like, of all time. And right now I'm watching Outer Banks, just a couple shows, and Outer Banks is a really good show. I should check that out if I got time.
Now I'm taking me back to The Office here. Have you ever had a job?
Yes.
What'd you do?
I used to work back home during my summers. I used to work for a contractor, so I used to do contracting work. Laying cement and building brick walls.
So you're perfect for Thompson.
No, back in Texas.
I was saying, Mr. Thompson, how he has a construction business.
Oh yeah.
You're perfect for him.
Yeah, I used to do that. So that was my first job, and then actually when
That's
I came
real
here,
work, that's real.
Yeah, that's real work. And actually, I work still here every now and then. Whenever my coach Danny is also a landscaper. So I do landscaping work too, also with him when he needs help. And so just a couple of things, some hardworking stuff.
You've never been in office then?
Nah, that's funny. That's like my favorite show, but I don't think I could ever see myself working in like
Nah, man.
in an office.
See, that's what we do in Netflix. Is you watch shows that you know you'll never do.
Yeah,
Like, you're not gonna work it out. That's like people love Narcos. It's like they want that life, but they're like, maybe I don't want to do that.
yeah. I could never see myself sitting in front of a computer for 8 hours, man. Like I couldn't see myself doing that.
You'd rather go and get punched for sparring.
Yeah, and wake up in the morning and run 7 miles every day.
That's what it is. When you're chasing your dreams, you're doing that. All right, now let's get into Texas talk right here. Midland, Texas, Friday Night Football, right? Friday Night Lights. That's your movie, right?
Yep.
So for people who don't know, for those California kids, how big is Friday Night Football in Texas?
It's huge. It's huge. That's the place to be, you know, especially in West Texas. Friday nights, you're not at parties, you know, or all the parties would be after the football game, but you know, you're not at restaurants. Restaurants would probably be closed down because everybody from the town, especially Midland and West Texas, Midland, Odessa, is like shut down just to be at a Friday night football game, especially whenever it's rivals like Midland against Lee, Midland Permian, Lee Permian. And then the homecoming game all through the football season, man. It's huge. I used to love those days. I used to be at the Ratliff Stadium and the Grande Stadium in Midland every Friday night.
It really is like the movies, isn't it?
It is. It's huge. It's awesome. It's a good atmosphere. It's a great atmosphere. Football teams going crazy. It's good. Football's so big for the town. You know, it's not really known for you know, a big sports town, but we take football, you know, very, very serious. And, you know, we put up actually good numbers for like all the state of Texas also.
Michael Dutchover, oh man, the Cowboy fan, you're good, you get going. And from what I hear, you're going to be in the ring pretty soon. So any last words for the fans out there?
You know, just, you know, stay patient, stay ready, stay clean, especially, you know, stay sanitized, you know, and keep prayers high. You know, I'm a prayer warrior. You know, stay safe and God bless everybody.
And as Michael Scott would say, get to work, people. Right, get to work right now.
The best boss in the world.
22-year-old is over there watching The Office. That's cool though.
I've rewatched. There's 9 seasons. I've rewatched everyone at least 5, 6, 7 times.
Really?
I can't stop watching it. I know every single episode.
You know, we're gonna get you in the warehouse and we're gonna play a basketball game. All right? See, I watch it too. I'm a big Office fan. Seinfeld, all those good stuff. But nothing like Michael Dutchover sounding like a 42-year-old guy instead of 22. I appreciate that, Mike. Feelings make us feel pretty good, man. Michael Dutchover, we'll see you in the ring soon, man. Good luck to you.